Welcome back to another video, guys. It's Ryan from Kirbside Cleaning, and the driveway I'm about to show you has been sealed 3 to 4 times a year for the last 20 years. It's a 20-year-old driveway. The customer's an elderly woman. She used to clean it herself 3 or 4 times a year, and afterwards she would seal it with cheap sealant. All the sealant has failed, well, almost practically failed. We have cleaned this driveway once before, so the customer doesn't want to pay for quite pricey like sealant remover, so they've opted to have it cleaned twice a year for the next couple of years to slowly strip away all the sealant that's in place. But I will show you the driveway and then talk you through the process, what we're going to do. Okay, so this is the driveway, and you can see after we cleaned it last time, we did manage to get a lot of the sealant out. There's some weeds that have started to grow through, but particularly over here you can see where all the sealant's failed. On the side of these blocks where it's all failed, that looks like algae and leaching, but it's not, it's failed sealant. But all these very white parts of the driveway is particularly bad around here. But not so bad up here, I think, where the cars drive on it and it gets the bulk of the sun. So like I said, we've cleaned this once before, and we did get a fair bit up. See around here all the failed sealant, particularly around here. So this will be clean number 2, and we'll see, you can see it clear as day there. We will see how it comes up. Hopefully another bit of an improvement, and the customer knows it's not going to be perfect. It's, you know, she sealed it 20 times 4, so 80 times pretty much over the last 20 years. But I mean, the driveway looks good, but practically almost ruined. I mean, when I first saw it, it was almost like a white driveway, which was, you know, quite funny to see. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to get cracking and we will see how we get on. So this probably isn't coming out on the camera very well, but there is a very slight difference, and it's just where we're lifting up another few extra layers of this sealant. It's probably going to take 2 or 3 years of cleans twice a year for it to really come up, but it is making a difference, and it's working out cheaper, not at once, but in the long run for the customer. we can see along here particularly, I don't know if it's coming out of the camera, there's still a fair bit of sealant that hasn't come up with the surface cleaner, although you wouldn't expect it to come up anyway. So we're going to go over the whole thing with a turbo again. Yeah, let's see how much more we can bring up. So yeah, let's get it. Right, so we surface cleaned everything. We just started turboing all the edges and sort of the thicker bits of sealant. So this area I haven't done yet, but this area, it's not perfect, but there's a huge improvement on last time, which is the aim of what we're going for. So I don't know if that's coming out on the camera, but like, especially around the edges, obviously where it's a lot thicker, there's still quite a fair bit. So the aim is she wants it cleaned every 6 months anyway, so instead of spending hundreds of pounds on expensive sealant remover and then my time to apply it and clean it, she's just going to let it weather for 6 months at a time. I mean, this is quite thick here earlier, so it's come up nicely. All around the edge here it seems to come up quite nicely. So we've got to attack this section now, then chemically treat everything. We're also going to give it's a brand new patio out the back, but there was an issue with some drainage, so Dan's been round and installed a French drain, but where the water was seeping onto the patio, it's leaving like these, I don't know if that's coming out on the camera, so just here, leaving like these brown stains. So we're going to chemically treat this for rinse it all down. That's where Dan's done the French drain. It's definitely working, there's no water pooling. But yeah, and the customer's just making us a cup of tea and a toasted scone, I believe. So I'm going to sit down and have that. I'm very excited. Right, we are all chemicaled up. We're going to give that a good 20 minutes just to sit and work its magic, and then we'll rinse that all down. It is obviously running down the driveway because we're on a hill anyway, but yeah, I'm probably just going to reorganise the van whilst I wait for that. Got a carpet job to do later on, so yeah, it's fucking cold today. So yeah, see you in 20 minutes. we're all done, gang. Fortunately, the customer's window cleaner's just turned up, so they're going to clean the windows for us just in time. We've got perfect timing. They are parked on the driveway, but you can see very nice and even improvement on last year. And it's just starting to dry out over here. I'm just taking my time because I want to just check it out once it's dry. But yeah, very happy, and we'll be back again in about 6 months to do it all again. See you over at the spreadsheet. Welcome back to the spreadsheet, guys. I'm going to switch that off so that we can see a little bit better. So today's job is number 22 in total. I think 7 or 8 of the second instalment of the series. Now obviously this job, as I explained, is a little bit different from the normal jobs that we carry out. It's a bit of like a 2 to 3 year plan of maintenance cleans, and to get that driveway back to, you know, a position where it looks like it should do. So although it's not based on measurement of total square meterage, it's basically based on the cost it would have taken her to have it all done in one go, split between 2 cleans a year for the next 2 or 3 years, and then divided plus, you know, some money for my time. So that being said, the total square meterage is about 100, because it's basically 2 driveways worth of work. So it's her driveway and then the neighbour's driveway, and they share, but she sort of maintains the whole thing. So for this job, normally we do the patio, but as you could see from the video, she had a brand new patio laid as well. So it's usually a little bit more money, but today we just charged her $250, and that's just for the patio, just for the driveway, time and chemical, you know, treatment. So we don't re-sand this job, just because it's so heavily sealed in the gaps that first time we cleaned it, sent down around there to sand it. He literally put a bag of sand on the driveway, and there was just no gaps. So he was just pushing a bag of sand around the driveway. So in the end, he just ended up picking it up and not re-sanding it. So we just had the chemical price for today's job, no sand. So we've done about 2/3 of a drum, so that's about 20 quid, which leaves us a total costs of £50 and a total profit of £200, which puts us at a healthy £8,424 for the series. Join us again next week for, I believe, I'm not entirely sure what we've got next week. So yeah, join us next week for a mystery video. See you guys next time. Have a great week.